the 2018 Hazard Mitigation Plan. This plan is renewed every 5 years, and we're at that point, and Joe has some information on that.
Yeah, just sort of a what is the Hazard Mitigation Plan? It's a plan to protect life, safety, and property by reducing the potential for future damages and economic losses that result from natural hazards. Over the last year and a half, the plan was developed with the help of MCM Consulting Group, Lebanon County Planning Office, GIS, DES, and all 25 local municipalities got involved with this. The Hazard Mitigation Plan outlines actions designed to address and reduce the impact of a full range of natural hazards facing Lebanon County, including drought, earthquakes, flooding, tornadoes, tropical storms, and what we see out there today, severe winter weather, or hopefully we don't see too much severe winter weather. Human-caused hazards such as transportation accidents, hazardous material spills, and fires are also addressed in this plan. The interesting thing here, by participating in the development of the plan, municipalities may qualify for additional grant funding if that funding becomes available. So they are basically required to be at the numerous meetings that we had over the last year and a half, and I'm happy to say we had very good participation in the plan. So we are good for another 5 years.
In order to be eligible to adopt, each of the municipalities will subsequently adopt this plan as their own. In order to be eligible to adopt it, they must have participated in the process. And I think we have 100% participation.
100%, we do.
Good. So you're looking for adoption of the plan here?
We have a resolution. Yep.
I have a slight correction. On page 112, Myerstown has M-E-Y on the chart as opposed to M-Y-E-R. I mean, it's spelled wrong. It's just minor, but you want to put your best foot forward.
Absolutely.
If that can be corrected.
We will correct that.
And then I do have a question. I want to acknowledge all of the wonderful work that has gone into this. It's really well done. The only thing that I see missing is a map of pipelines, and that is something that in a document of this caliber for planners, I think that needs to be in there. I've mentioned this in the past, and I think it fell through the cracks, and I know we've changed personnel and things, so I thought I'd bring it up again. It's a reality that we have more pipelines and more are coming. So I think we do need to track those so that our responders are aware.
Absolutely.
And what to do in the instance, call this number, that number, etc.
I thought they were, but
Okay.
I will have to look again.
If you find them, please point them out. I only had X number of minutes to go through this.
And it's a pretty extensive document.
I did not see them.
Okay. We will check into that. In order to change the plan at this point, though, would have to go back to the federal government for review again. That is a time-consuming piece.
Yeah, it was approved at the state level and then up to the federal level.
We can certainly
But
check, however.
Perhaps to solve the issue now, you could just do an addendum or something that could be not inserted, but be part of, be with it.
Certainly. Yep, we could put in, yeah.
But you do believe there is a component in there?
I do, but let me look, Commissioner.
Okay, sure.
Get back
I
to you on
mean,
that. Absolutely.
I only had so much time to go through it, but I didn't see it.
The plan is publicly available on a special website dedicated just to the forming of this plan. So it's
I was really impressed with your addition of the launch sites to access the Swatara Creek for search and rescue. That was one of my favorite things. But, thank you. I'll make a motion to adopt the plan, and knowing that you'll look at an addendum if it's necessary.
You want to read it first or adopt it first? Second.
The resolution. Do you want to read it, James?
The resolution?
Yeah. No,
I can. I mean,
it's not necessary, but everyone's comfortable.
Okay.
All right, I have a motion and a second to adopt the plan as presented And based on the resolution, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered.
I have
Anything else?
two additional things. A few minutes before we came up for the meeting, I received notification from the state that they are going to be approving regional projects that we've been working on. These are the first official regional projects that we've been able to successfully submit for approval to the state. This will result in a true regional phone system between us and York County at this point, and we've pushed the invite out to anybody else who's willing to become involved. At this point, it's going to be about $2.62 million that the state is going to push out to fund this entirely, more cost than county anything. And that also removes the maintenance liability or maintenance costs of our existing phone system. The state will be paying that in the future as well because it's a regional project.
It's been a long time coming, but that's, that.
I am,
Nice to hear
extremely
that.
happy that this is moving forward. We're gonna keep pushing for additional regional components. It's gonna save everybody a lot of money and build some necessary redundancies into the public safety infrastructure that we have.
And you'll have other opportunities to do that as we change out our system in the coming years.
Yes,
So
yep,
you'll have
yeah.
some chances to get.
With the new building, this is a great opportunity to continue those regional projects. I've already reached out to all of our neighboring counties and said, hey, we're looking at a new facility. Anything we can do to reduce some overhead, share some services, and get on the same page would be a benefit to all, so.
Very good. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you. The formal paperwork will be coming soon, and I'll bring that to a meeting for approval. And then the final piece I have is a request that the commissioners designate me as having signatory authority for grants coming from PEMA to the Department of Emergency Services. Reason being, PEMA has recently transitioned to an e-grant system. It is causing some confusion. It is also removing us from the loop, so we don't even see the grants to ensure that signatures are done or that information is passed along as needed. So by doing this, it would put me in that loop, me as the signer, still bring everything to a meeting for formal review and adoption. However, remove the requirement for you to actually go into electronic system and do the signatures.
We got one of those the other day.
Yes.
I'd recommend this because what becomes a little bit cumbersome is that as you rotate the chairmanship of the board or so on, we'd be establishing a new user ID, pass, and so on to sign on and effectively approve what you've already approved in your meeting. So by having the director be the designee for it, that just provides for some consistency. He can do the sign on, he can do the checking off the boxes, essentially what it is.
Yeah. And what I will do is the formal paper version of it will come to a meeting just as it always has.
Yep.
Sounds like a good idea. Do we have a motion to that effect?
Some,
A second?
I'll second it. I guess I did all that for nothing.
Well, that was actually part of what brought this to question how we could fix this, because it's not just you. I talked to some other county directors. There's a lot of confusion on how it's supposed to work. A lot of difficulty in getting into it.
All right, have a motion and a second to designate Bob Dowd as the signer for FEMA grants, right?
Yes.
All those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So ordered. Congratulations.
Thank you.